Another step forward in the future of flight. A Silicon Valley company receiving special approval from the federal government to put its flying electric car to the test in the skies. National correspondent James Packard has the high-flying details from California.
George Jetson.
For decades, shows like The Jetsons and movies like Back to the Future had us anticipating the day when flying cars are the norm.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Now, Silicon Valley-based Alef Aeronautics is one step closer to having the first electric flying car on the roads and in the air. This after the company was granted a special certification from the Federal Aviation Administration to test its products in the skies.
With this certification, we can actually fly close to home for different kind of purposes.
Jim Duchovny is one of the founders of the Northern California-based Sustainable Electric Transportation Company. He says the special government certification gives his company clearance to operate its Model A flying car over parts of Silicon Valley, an electric vehicle capable of driving on roads like an automobile or zooming up like a vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. He says it's the first vehicle of its kind to receive such a clearance for test runs from the federal government.
I would claim it actually to be the first traditional car, and especially an electric car. Looks like a car, can be parked in a parking space, can be driven on a regular street with vertical takeoff, which is allowed by the government to fly. It's maybe a very small step for plane. It's a giant step for cars.
Alef unveiled the full-size sports model car in October 2022, along with two working full-size demonstrator cars. Since then, pre-orders have been booming, with everyone from college students to boomers, even companies, looking to get behind the wheel of this first-of-a-kind ride. The price tag? $300,000.
We have actually the regular line and priority line. You can pretty much sure that most people in priority line have enough cash and want to get the first car. They are early adopters usually. They were one of the first ones who bought Teslas. They're the first who bought a lot of new technology.
Duchovny says the six-figure sticker price for the futuristic vehicle may be steep to start, but that his company's goal is to significantly reduce the cost for the average consumer.
Our plan is to get it down to below 100K and then eventually to get it close to 35K. But first cars, it's just because as with any large hardware product, it's just like incurring the cost, right?
As for concerns about safety,
it's safer than helicopters and airplanes and safer than your regular cars on the ground.
The company says it plans to begin delivering the vehicles to customers by 2025. With the help of the federal government, they're one step closer to getting that goal off the ground.
With the modern technology, you should not be standing in traffic, wasting your time, wasting everybody's time, and so on. Time is very precious.
James Packard, Scripps News, Los Angeles.